There is one thing that you're missing in order to get where you want to be in life, just one. And I'm going to tell you what that is today. What's going on, everybody? It's Jason Talley. I'm going to be honest, and Mom, I'm sorry, but I've been known to text and drive. Not as much anymore now that I've put Do Not Disturb on while driving, but if it's not texting, it's GPSing or changing the song or checking Instagram real quick. Have you ever been guilty of that? Even when you feel comfortable, it can be a little nerve-wracking sometimes, especially when you have close calls. And I've had those close calls. Recently, while in Vegas, I used this app called Turo. Maybe you've heard of it, to rent a Tesla. And if you've never driven a Tesla, actually, I would highly suggest that you give it a shot for a day. Just jump on Turo, find one. It'll be reasonable, and I can promise you that you're just gonna love the experience. From the Turo app all the way to the driving of the Tesla. It's just a wonderful experience all around. Now, I decided when I was in the area that I would actually take that Tesla over to the Hoover Dam, which is not too far from Las Vegas. And on the way there, I initiated the autopilot mode for the car, which allowed me to take my hands off of the wheel and my feet off of the gas. This was ultimate cruise control. The car was doing the driving. I was hands free. And actually, for about 10 seconds, I'm not embarrassed to say, I laid the seat all the way back and just looked out the sunroof while going 80 miles an hour down the interstate with no hands on the steering wheel, no eyes on the road, no feet on the gas, driving. It was insane. Now, during that time, I confidently held my phone in my hand and texted. I even shared the moment on social. It was just such a cool experience. And really the best part was that I felt pretty confident at the time that I was going to get to my destination, that I would not get in a wreck while looking at my phone, that I didn't have anything to worry about. I was going to get to where I wanted to get to safely, even while multitasking or doing other things. Now, here's the thing. Here's what most of us do. We have places that we want to go in life, goals that we want to achieve, and plans that we want to make a reality. But the truth is, not a lot of people get to those goals or achieve those plans. It's easy to let the urgent sometimes outweigh the important, to let the fire that you need to put out in your life, whatever that might be, pull you away from the plan that was set from the beginning. Some call these things excuses, others might say that they're interruptions, but I think that they are just flat out distractions. I'm willing to bet that earlier when I said that I had texted and driven, some of you judged me a little. Some might have just stopped watching at that time, actually. And why would we do that? Well, it's because I am being a danger to myself. I'm being a danger to passengers that are in the car with me. I'm being a danger to other drivers on the road. And it's likely that I could not get to where I want to go. I couldn't reach my destination safely because of my actions. Or worse, I could potentially cause someone else in another car or in my car to not get where they want to go because I'm allowing distractions to pull me away from the main goal, which is driving. So why do we do this? Why do we allow distractions to really affect us so much? Take away texting in the car and replace it with sleeping instead of getting up and working out. So we're not talking about texting and driving today. We're talking about not achieving your goals because you're letting other things distract you from those things. So you sleep in instead of working out. Guilty, right here. You replace it with watching that show every night instead of taking a new class that could help you in your career, further you towards your dream job. Replace texting and driving with staying up late on your phone instead of getting the sleep that you need in order to have better days. Replace it with whatever you want, but it all is the same. And we have to acknowledge that this is a real thing, that distractions pull us away from our goals. So here's the question. What do we do about it? How do we solve this problem? Because when we think about texting and driving, Tesla kind of solved the texting and driving and the distracted while driving problem. So how can we solve our distraction problem. I think it starts with recognizing that you've got to put in the work in order to get the reward. That this is not just going to naturally come to you. Cars that drive themselves do not come easy. And a life that you really want doesn't either. This is a fact. Both require a lot of work and intentionality. But once you put in the work, the reward is usually the life that you want, and some room in there also for what used to be distractions. Once you get that degree or make that position that you've always wanted, or get the rest that you should and the good health that you should have, there's room in there for cheat days, for some off days, for some lay back in the seat and look out the sunroof days. But I'm here to tell you that this is never going to happen if you allow distractions to get in the way. This is a fact. So, recognize that we've got distractions. You've got distractions around you right now. My phone just dinged in the middle of this. I've got distractions right now. We have to recognize this. And then we need to do something about it. Now, I personally can't wait to see what happens when you do. Like, subscribe, hit that bell so that you're notified every single time a new video comes out. And until next time, we'll see you.